Hi guys, it's Quinn here. If you appreciate my content, consider hitting the like button. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm notices me. The universe is incomprehensibly vast. Earth is an unprotected bubble, surrounded in infinite cosmic emptiness. Within that darkness, that eternal blackness, who knows what might wait, and what might eventually call out to us. The lie behind the star follows the Waanzilishi, a civilization who deep within caverns of the earth discovered strange pulsating mushrooms. Mushrooms which they grew to understand were actually reacting to something remote. Something very remote. The bioluminescent mushrooms were somehow responding to a distant signal from outer space, a signal undetectable through normal means. The consumption of the mushroom brought visions of the cosmos, a wealth of outside knowledge. At night, under the influence of the mushrooms, they would dance wildly beneath the earth, illuminated by the thousands upon thousands of pulsating fungi, filled with the music of the universe. As time went on, the attachment between the Waanzilishi and the mushrooms grew stronger. Some among them claimed that they could themselves hear the call of the signal, which they named the Camorra. In time, 3 children were born. The Waanzilishi, using what they had learned, changed the children somehow, made them a part of the fungal network. They became the 3 who are one. By directly linking into the fungal network, they could manipulate it, initiate its growth, use it to produce chemicals and biological substances of all kinds. The 3 who are one were granted by the fungus near unending life. Around them eventually grew an immense city, all formed from the biological matter of the fungus. It was said that the 3 who are one could hear the Camorra at all times, that their purpose was guided by the Camorra and the Camorra alone. The Waanzilishi prospered and grew, advancing themselves technologically, philosophically, and intellectually, whilst simultaneously the Camorra took on heavily mystical and religious significance. Many believed that the Camorra was the voice of a goddess, that the Waanzilishi were her chosen people. To the Waanzilishi, the Ajeki, the outsiders played no role. They were not chosen by Camorra. Eventually, it became the mission of the Waanzilishi to find their goddess. The 3 who are one declared that those who heard the Camorra most strongly would be taken as children and trained for a mission they may never return from. Aboard a biological vessel, they would leave the earth and seek her out. But there were many things about this so-called Camorra that they did not understand. The 3 who are one, when they chose to speak, spoke rarely to clarify the Camorra's will. Among the Waanzilishi, several tribes had developed, each with their own way of interpreting Camorra's will. Some believed that the pursuit of the Camorra should be discriminated on the basis of devoutness. Others thought that only the most intelligent should be allowed to go. The tribes each had one thing in common, however. They would all be willing to send some of their children for the opportunity. From each tribe, a few children blessed to hear the Camorra's voice were sent into the heart of the city to be trained. 9 were ultimately chosen, and 9 would eventually leave, entering the unknown abyss to seek out Camorra. But there were secrets in that abyss. In a universe so vast and dark, what could project a signal as powerful as the Camorra through time and space? An advanced civilization? Some other powerful intelligence beyond our understanding? Could the Camorra truly be a goddess? What actually waits at the origin point? What will the 9 encounter? If you've never read The Lie Behind the Star, that's okay, because only myself and a few other people have. That's because The Lie Behind the Star is my book, and it's launching on Indiegogo today. The Lie Behind the Star Volume 1 is my first ever science fiction graphic novel. As some of you may know, a couple years ago I released a fantasy story called Tadia, my first graphic novel, and now I and my creative team are back at it with The Lie Behind the Star. I've been bringing great science fiction books to you guys' attention for years now, and that's because I really love the books that I talk about. Science fiction, in my opinion, is the most powerful genre out there because it tells us about our future and what we could be and what not to be. Science fiction can be full of mystery and horror and wonder. It's about the universe and its secrets. We've been working on The Lie Behind the Star for a few years now, getting concept art done, working out the narrative, and we're finally ready to launch. I like philosophical science fiction. I'm a big fan of Dune, obviously, for its exploration of religion and fanaticism when it's extended to a galactic scale. I wanted to do a story about a conflict between religion and faith and science and reason, because that was part of my own story coming from a very religious Southern background. There were so many things that I had to unlearn and come to terms with, because at some point I began to realize that my perception of reality wasn't necessarily how things were. I also read everything that Octavia Butler wrote over the last several years, and there was something about the way her work just kind of confronts you with uncomfortable truths, and the way she uses that uncomfortability to disarm you to make a point. I just think that she was really effective in her work at doing that, so I definitely took inspiration from that. As far as the art in the book, we have the amazing Matthew Weldon returning from Tadia, doing all the internal art, as well as Jean-Francois Belliot of Image Comics fame doing the coloring for the book. I could not be more happy with the creative team for the book. The art is absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. The Lie Behind the Star campaign will run for the next 30 days, and if I've ever entertained you, and if you have the means, consider pledging for an ebook, or if you are so inclined, a paperback or hardcover, and yes, there will also be an audio reading of the script performed by myself as well, and if we can hit certain stretch goals, that will actually be upgraded to an audio drama with original music and original sound effects. Thanks guys so much, all links are in the description. The silence of the vacuum, an empty expanse where not even sound can exist, punctuated only by the faint hum of cosmic radiation, serves as a stark backdrop to the grand spectacle of the universe. The distant, macroscopic movement of the quasar, a celestial object so distant that its light takes billions of years to reach us, is a testament to the cosmic scale of time and space. Its luminous core emits energy that outshines entire galaxies, a celestial lighthouse guiding us through the vast cosmic ocean. The violent cycling of atoms, hidden within the heart of stars, is a never-ending dance of creation and destruction. Nuclear fusion and fission processes within these celestial furnaces produce the elements that make up everything around us, from the air we breathe to the earth beneath our feet. The crushing weight of the black hole's gravity, a force so strong that not even light can escape its grasp, distorts space-time itself. It forms a mysterious and inexorable presence in the cosmos, a riddle that beckons scientists and philosophers to unlock its secrets. A blue bubble, surrounded in endless darkness. Earth is a fragile oasis in the vast cosmic desert. It cradles the intricacies of life, a delicate equilibrium sustained by countless interconnected systems and interdependencies. A billion stars bear witness to eternity, their light traveling through the universe, bearing the stories of galaxies and civilizations long past, each one a cosmic beacon, a reminder of the unimaginable scale and age of the cosmos. Our understanding of the universe relies on observable phenomena, yet the universe's full extent eludes us, for it harbors sights beyond our visual perception. But what if something called out to us from that infinite dark, opening our eyes? What then would we see?